This is the Vertx 45 liter contingency duffel. This is a smaller, more technical duffel bag. Could be like an EDC style duffel bag. It's not exactly something you would take for an extended trip, just due to the volume in the main compartment. So I use this for day trips, going up in the mountains, riding around, hiking, just something to throw in the back of the truck and carry what I need, as if I don't want to carry something like a backpack. I'm going to do a quick little overview of what I got in here, just to kind of reference the size of this thing, because a lot of times you can't tell exactly what all you can fit into a bag until you watch a video on it. So this is the main compartment. It opens up all the way, or you can actually unsnap these snaps on the back and the whole thing lay flat, and you can have a work area, a place to change clothes, or just lay stuff so it's not on the ground, basically. I rarely use this, so 99% of the time it stays like this. But anyways, this is the main compartment here. I've just got an iPad. I've got my camera bag. This is a Roan Industries camera bag, but really great piece of kit, and it's very versatile, serves many purposes. So that's that. I've got a JetBoil system. I've just got the standard JetBoil lighter, a little tray to put a pot on there, and then I've just got the burner, and then a butane canister in the bottom. Next to that, I've got a Nalgene water bottle. Put some water in there and it'll let you cook with the JetBoil. A Mountain House Mill, extra butane for the JetBoil, and that's it for the inside of the bag. As you can see, it's not very big because the pockets and the actual rifle sleeve or the rifle scabbard takes up the majority of the bulk. So the more you pack in these external pockets and these internal pockets, the less room you're gonna have in here. So it does expand quite a bit, but not as much as I would like it to. This little back sleeve, this little wall divider here is good for just stashing stuff back here. Dirty clothes, I put one of these little Magpul DACA pouches back here, works pretty good. The internal pockets, there's 1, 2, 3 internal pockets. Got a pair of gloves, some toilet paper in a Ziploc bag, and socks and underwear as a spare. And now that's actually it for the inside of the bag. The front compartment goes the full length of the bag, which is nice, and it kind of just folds down out of the way. In here, I just got this notebook. I haven't used it yet, but I like to keep a notebook for whatever reason. I think I'm probably gonna put this in my truck, but I got a notebook. I've got another Magpul DACA pouch that actually has all of my batteries, 3 different styles of chargers, and spare radio battery, whatever. But this is just something that goes from bag to bag, because it houses all the batteries that I use with most of the things, like my optics and light batteries. So I can kind of take this and, just move it from bag to bag. It's pretty nice to have. Nothing else in these pockets. Flashlight, cloud defensive flashlight, a pen and Sharpie, radio. It's not the best radio, but it works for certain applications that you might need it to use it for. And with a little bit of knowledge on how to use radios, and even going and getting your GMRS license, you can do some things with those radios, but they're not great. This is a G10 non-metallic fixed blade knife that I got in a trade from Revenant Arms Corp. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'll figure out what the name of it is and I'll put it in the description. So that's it for the back compartment, and there's no pocket on this side of the bag, it's just slick. And this is the, I guess, rapid access or whatever you would call it. In here, it's got a pull tab. You can set it up however you want to whatever side, but it's got this big pull tab here, so you can just grab it, rip it open. I usually just open it on the top side like that, and I can grab this handle and just pull it down, and it works pretty good like that. In here, I have a complete IFAC, some extra gear that's pertaining to the rifle. I have the Rex Silentium suppressor that goes with the rifle that you're about to see. I have a spare 17 round Glock mag, and then the rest of this is just IFAC stuff. Below the IFAC, I have just a spare 30 round P-mag, and then in this slit, the slit runs vertical up and down on the right side of the bag. Works pretty well, and this opening runs the entire length of the bag. So in here I have a folded SIG MCX. I have a lower 1/3 optics mount on here, a mod light, and a D-ball, what is it, the A3. What you can fit inside of this bag is fully dependent on how you build out your rifle. As far as length goes, the 11.5 inch seems to fit pretty well if you have a folding stock. If you have anything longer than that, it may fit, but it's also going to depend on how much bulk you have on the rifle itself, because the more bulk you have on the rifle, the more it has to push this bag opening to get it in there. Obviously with a small optic, no lasers, maybe no light, which I would always recommend at least a white light. So, but depending on how you have it set up with the bulk of the rifle, is going to depict what you can fit in here. It does open quite a bit, and it has some give, so anything shorter than 11.5, like a 9-inch 300 blackout or a 10.5 inch Mark 18 that has a folding stock on it, you shouldn't have any issues getting it in there. I actually was able to fit this same setup with a Unity fast mount in the bag. It was just a little bit tight, and a lot of times I wound up taking off this 20 round mag to get it to go in, because that optic was really holding me back. So anyways, that's the fit. With no rifle in the bag, you wind up with a lot more space and usable pockets throughout here. I wish that there was a way they could implement the rifle sitting on the back side of the bag, because all of the pockets that are right here on the inside of the bag, and then the admin pocket on the back side, are between the section where the rifle goes through. So when you put the rifle in there, you limit the pocket space. It really crams up, you can really fill the rifle as you're putting stuff and shoving stuff in the pockets. So if there was a way to implement it in the back side of the bag, considering I don't use this little portion back here and I don't use the flap, I'm sure that's why they did it that way, but I don't use this as much as I thought I would. So I would rather the rifle be in the back portion of the bag and have a lot more room in the pockets, but it is what it is. The bag's great. I use it pretty often. I have a Patagonia black hole duffel that is a 70 liter, and it has a lot more volume in the main compartment, and I can just cram a ton of stuff in there if I'm going on an extended trip. But for something a little bit more technical, a little bit more EDC daily type duffel bag, this definitely fits the bill, and it has tons of organization and tons of capabilities, and you can build it out however you like to. But anyway, so that's the bag. It's pretty nice. It's not perfect, but it definitely works for my applications. And if you have any other kind of questions about this bag or want any kind of pictures of any sort, shoot me a DM at Steelcased on Instagram, and I can hopefully answer any kind of questions you have about this before you go and make a purchase. So.